Every meal has a recipe and every person has a story. Welcome to Sharing Stories by Simisola, where we share inspiring stories through cooking. Joining me today is Mrs. Emma Gray Williams. Today's episode is very special. This is the first one. You have to cook what is being provided for you in this box.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're going to find out what you have in the box, and that's what you're cooking for us. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Ooh. Quinoa. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that should be for quinoa salad. Then this is salmon.
Okay.
Nice. Honey. Garlic powder.
Okay.
Ground cumin. Some vegetables. Bell peppers. And avocado. Yeah.
I have one left.
Okay. Sweet corn.
So can you do a little introduction about yourself, Emma?
My name is Emma Owhe Williams, and I am a wellness-led interior designer. Yeah, I think that's the best description for me.
How long have you been into interior decoration?
Well, almost a decade now.
What led you
Over
to start?
8 years.
So what's the goal behind it?
That's an interesting question. I don't get to answer this question every day. But I wouldn't say I've always had the passion for interior design, because it wasn't always interior design from the start, you know. But I feel like everything that I have done, you know, in my past life has led me into loving the passion of interior design, you know. And as it is, as I said, it wasn't always interior design. I started when I first came into Lagos, you know, I was thinking, where do I put my hands into, you know? How do I become industrious, you know, because this is a land of opportunities. And then I decided to, you know what, maybe I will start with selling bed sheets, you know. And while I was selling bed sheets, I now realized that, you know what, I can actually expand, you know, maybe I can try other things as well. And then I started doing, I opened a cleaning business, basically, yeah.
Okay.
So while I was doing my cleaning business, selling my bed sheets, you know, then came the passion for interior design, you know, because cleaning people's homes that were fully designed, you know, I felt like, oh, wow, this is interesting. So it actually made me really curious as a person.
What does mental health mean to you?
So mental health simply means the state of your mind. Same way we say physical health, right? So that's the state of your head mentally. Yeah.
So what is depression? You know, people say I'm depressed. It's something that is like a slang that everybody uses now.
Okay, so I think before I address this question, it is very important that I lay on the fact that, you know, none of us here are experts in mental wellness. You know, we are not shrinks, we are not therapists. What we are doing here is just advocacy for mental wellness. What it means to be depressed is you're in a state of mind where, you know, you have little to no control of, you know, and then also it changes you as a person. For instance, you're someone who used to be really jovial, who used to be really extroverted, and then all of a sudden you realize that there's a shift, you know, your mood just goes low. Yeah, so that is what it is. And I think there's a problem, there's a little bit of confusion, you know, I would say, between what it means to be sad and what it means to be depressed, you know. I think we have to make known the fact as well that sadness is a part of life, you know. Everybody goes through different phases of sadness, you know. But the difference between sadness and depression is sadness, let's take it as this. Okay. Sadness is a guest, while depression is a tenant. So sadness comes and goes, you know, but then depression comes to sit with you. Yeah. If you can control your levels of sadness, you know, you might be able to control the depths of depression you may feel, you know, because if you take sadness as something, this is just a visitor, it's just a phase. This is something that will wear off soon, you know. And as opposed to you saying, oh, okay, sadness, come and sit with me, sadness loves misery, and then you sit with sadness, then it turns into depression that stays for a longer time.
What's one thing you wish everyone knew about mental health?
Okay, the thing with mental health is that there's a lot of shame attached to mental wellness because everybody wants to feel like they're independent, they're strong, with or without, But once you know that these things are part of human life, the major emotions that has to do with life, which is sadness, joy, there's anxiety, there's fear, sadness, joy, fear. When you know that there are so many other emotions that are out of your control, I feel, people would be able to perceive mental wellness better. So I think that's just the awareness.
A lot of people are waiting for the perfect time to start. Do you think there's ever a perfect time?
There's no such thing as a perfect time.
They feel like
they feel like
they don't have money yet. You said there was a time where you started selling bedsheet and all, and I think that some people will feel like I don't have money to start, I don't have money to do this, so I have to wait for when I work and get money to do it.
Start, like the perfect time or the perfect opportunity.
When I have a lot of money, then I can do this.
So that's what I mean by there's no such thing as a perfect time, especially as a startup. Ask everybody who started. They started from the humblest point, And for me, I can also talk from the life that I have lived. When I came, I had zero opportunities, there was no job waiting for me anywhere, So what I did was I started with what I had. And to tell you how determined I was, just to start something, I did not even have to borrow money from anybody. My first 100K, I was like, you know what? This is spare money that I have. I didn't even think about what I was going to eat the next day. I just knew that I had to start something. And guess what? Even when I started, in fact, you know how it is in Lagos when you're new to Lagos and then everybody else wants to scam you. I got scammed a bit, I bought things 3 times the price they were, But the truth of the matter is that you wouldn't even make any progress if you don't make mistakes. So after I made those mistakes with the little that I had, and don't forget again, at some point I restarted again and I started a cleaning company. What I did was that I sat with myself, and there was no even AI then. Now we have AI. You can just pop your ideas into AI. AI, you know what? I don't have any money to start anything. Okay, what do you suggest I do? AI will give you ideas. But in my own time, we did not have these opportunities as they are right now. So what I did was I sat with myself. I was like, okay, I don't have so much money to invest in any large-scale business or anything. What service can I provide? Because a lot of services, you need little to no costs, to start offering like a service. This is what I do for a living. Okay, I clean houses. And before I knew it, I started getting 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and then I could expand into other businesses. I saw somewhere where they say if you're maybe doing a salad and you do not want the flavor of the onion to be too strong, you dip it in water, then sieve it out. Good thing with quinoa is that you don't have to wait for the water to boil before you put it in. Very easy to eat, to cook, and one of the healthiest grains. Yeah.
So if you're on weight loss, you're going to do fit plans.
This is like a very healthy meal for you. Okay. Almost 0 calories.
Are you for real?
Almost.
So we're going to the section of myth or truth. Okay. Strong people don't need therapy.
Myth.
Why?
Because everybody needs therapy.
Whether you're strong.
Yeah, whether you're strong or not. Sometimes you go through silent battles that you're not even aware of that might be affecting your day-to-day living. Yeah, so everybody needs therapy.
Mothers are supposed to have it all together.
Myth.
Why?
Because our worlds crumble before our eyes, and a lot of people do not even realize that that's what's happening to them, for women themselves. And the sad truth is that the people that we live our lives for, children, husbands, they barely even notice, the weight of everything that you carry. You have to live your life for yourself, you have to live your life for them. So that's a big myth.
Okay. A beautiful home automatically means a peaceful home.
No, that's untrue.
That's not true.
That's a myth. You actually have to create what peace means to you, because peace means different things to different people. You know, be it the internal factors, you know, the people, the individuals that live in there, or, you know, maybe in terms of your decoration for your house, you know, there are ways you can do your interior that would bring you more peace and make you feel more grounded. So that's a myth.
Talking about your emotion doesn't make you weak.
Yeah, that's the truth. Because you need to share, you know, be it an expert, be it just be it a friend, you know, or be it someone who has walked that journey before you. Yeah, so it doesn't make you weak at all. It helps you. It helps you cope with whatever it is that you may be going through.
You need, so.
Yeah, and I think underneath this video we are going to paste certain helplines, you know, for people who may be going through one thing or the other. Please, if you're going through something, speak to someone. It's very important. Yeah, reach out. Yeah,
Speak to
speak to an expert. I'm not even an expert. I'm just advocating. Yeah.
Peace or success?
Peace.
Because, yeah, peace now.
Clearly, you can be successful and still be miserable. You know, so you have to find a balance, sort of. You know, yeah. And peace. You can have peace and be successful. But you can be successful and be miserable. So peace outweighs.
Be miserable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgiveness or closure?
Forgiveness. Because sometimes in life you never get closure, and you just have to move on with life.
They should not come back again. Why would you forgive them and they will hurt you again? Close that chapter.
Yeah. So forgiveness, because forgiveness sits with you. You know.
She's saying forgiveness, I'm saying closure. End it now when you can.
Money or love?
Money.
Money. I would choose money because sometimes that guy that is poor, that is a pauper, when he gets money, he becomes a different person. Yeah. So I would even say his own money. I would say your own money. So fight for having your own money. Yeah, that's more important. It gives you the freedom that you need.
How would you feel like?
Your safe space.
So can you tell us a bit about motherhood and ambition?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question because I'm living through it right now. It's difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, the road to success is extremely difficult, and especially when you're a mom, because when you're a mom, there are a lot of things attached to you being successful, you know. So at some point in your life, you know, it is very important and detrimental to every woman to be able to accept trade-offs, because we always live the illusion that, okay, I want to live a perfectly balanced life. But the truth of the matter is that life asks for different versions of you at different times in your life, you know. So there are times when you have to pour a lot into your business, and it means that some other parts of your life might have to suffer. And then there are times when you have to focus on you being a woman, on the major role of you being a woman. That's you being a mom, you know, or you being a wife, and then being a business person as well. So times your child will really need you, and sometimes your business will really need you. So I think accepting trade-offs just helps you, you know, scale better.
So what would you tell your younger self? Why I taste what you've made for us today?
What I'll tell my younger self is girl, keep going. You know, there's no perfect anything, there's no perfect beginning, there's no perfect story. And also, nobody has it figured out, because at times, like when I first started pursuing my career, you know, I felt like, oh God, I feel like I'm running late, I'm moving late, you know, I have to have it figured out by now. I'm 21 and I don't have anything figured out. Nobody has anything figured out. Even the people who are successful today, they did not have it figured out from the start. They just kept the ball rolling. So please keep the ball rolling, and it will pay off someday.
Thanks, taste. Thank you very much, Emma.
You're welcome.
For blessing our
I hope you
kitchen
enjoy
today.
this. This is different from what you're used to.
People that are doing weight loss, they are trying, you know. So if you are looking for something healthy, I think you should go for this.
Go this route.
This is so nice.
Okay, I'll take that.
Emma, thank you for coming to share your experience with Stirring Story. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I know you've blessed us a lot, and everybody has learned one or two from you. Thank you very much. From Stirring Stories, we give you this little bag of us. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
So see you on my next one.
Yeah, see you guys. Bye.